Well, that was fucking dreadful. But yeah, hello there guys, welcome back to 100% Chelsea for my review of the Inter Milan versus Chelsea game, or Chelsea versus Inter Milan, whatever way it was around. And yeah, we lost 2-1, which wasn't great. Wasn't fun at all, if I'm completely honest with you. But as usual, starting off with our lineup, it was Thibaut Courtois in goal, Cesar Azpilicueta, David Luiz and Gary Cahill as the three centre-backs. Victor Moses and Marcos Alonso as the two wing-backs. Cesc Fabregas and N'Golo Kante started in central midfield. And William played in the right wing. And again, like Morata did when he came on against Bayern Munich, this time he even started on the left wing. Like, yeah, I was like, maybe it's a 3-5-2. But no, it wasn't. He was just playing on the left wing. And I'll talk about that. And Michy Batshuayi started up front. And I just realised my voice sounds a bit weird. Don't know why. Seems like it's a bit gone. I don't know. Whatever it is. You'll have to deal with it. So we didn't start off well. Inter had a few decent chances in the first 10 minutes, really. But after that, we kind of took control. We didn't, create any chances whatsoever that I can remember. But we took control, kind of. Maybe they let us a little bit as well. They just stopped pressing so much. But we had control, I suppose. But we didn't do anything with it. Like, none at all. And then in the 45th minute, Jovetic made it 1-0 for Inter Milan. After a penalty, which was, it was just not a penalty. Like, Azpilicueta went for the ball. He got the ball. And then they collided and Jovetic just fell over. No idea how that was a penalty. But yeah, I mean, what the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get how that is a penalty. Obviously, if it's just in a preseason game and you concede a goal like that when it's just clearly not a penalty, it doesn't really matter. But still, Thibaut Courtois actually saved the penalty, but Jovetic, the rebound fell straight to him and then he put it in. So, we obviously went into half-time at 1-0 down, which wasn't fun. And best and worst thing kind of at the same time happened straight after kickoff. We had kickoff, yeah? We passed it backwards, passed it back to Azpilicueta. They were pressing a lot, like really hard. They were flying out the blocks. David Luiz even told him, pass it to Courtois. Aspi didn't, try to play square to Gary Cahill, got intercepted, and they had a shot. They actually scored. It was offside. Rightfully so, ruled offside. But that was just completely asleep. I don't know what we were doing. But anyway, then in the 53rd minute, they actually did make it 2-0 through Ivan Perisic. Dreadful defending. Just absolutely dreadful. N'Golo Kante lost the ball in midfield with a silly pass just straight to the opposition. Like, stupid pass. Like, sort that out, N'Golo. It's not on. Like, you can't do that. And he has a tendency of doing that sometimes. I don't know why. In some games, he just does these kind of passes and just almost costs us. Usually, we don't concede from them, but this time we did. Back three, completely all over the shop. Like, they were running all around each other, like, running backwards. David Luiz was about 20 yards behind the other two, and then he was going to one side, and Azpilicueta was still on his side, so it was all over the place. And then Perisic had a shot from a very tight angle, actually, and put it in. Courtois, in my opinion, should have done a lot better on that one, because he tried to dive for it, even though because the angle was so tight, I'm pretty sure he could have saved it if he just tried to save it with his foot. I only saw one or two replays. It was the perfect angle, but from what I saw, it very much looked like if he just used his foot, he would have saved that easy. Because, as I said, that angle was very tight. It was a good shot, and it's hit the other side of the net, bottom corner side netting. But still, because the angle was so tight, I think he should have saved it with his foot. Straight after that goal, Antonio Rudiger actually got to make his debut. Which is good. He joined up with the squad on the day when we played Bayern Munich, but obviously he didn't feature in that one. He did come on today, as I said, straight after the goal into 54th minute for Marcos Alonso, which then meant Victor Moses switching over to the left wing back position, Azpilicueta moving forwards to the right wing back position, and Antonio Rudiger was playing in Azpilicueta's spot in the right centre back position. And then, not long after that, Inter really should have made it 3-0. Again, they hit us on the counter and don't know what we're doing. And then, I think João Mario, was it? Portuguese player, I think. Just completely terrible finish. Just put it straight at Courtois when he was running, alone at Courtois. Just terrible finish, really lucky there. In the 65th minute, Willian and Morata came off for Charlie Mosonda and Boga. Morata, just didn't do anything, but I'll talk about him later. And then, best thing I've ever seen in my life. 74th minute, Kondogbia scored the greatest own goal in history of football, I think. Unbelievable. He got past the ball to. Fair enough, the pitch was really bad. It was the ball, it was a normal slow pass on the floor. And it started bouncing like crazy. And he tried to play it back to his keeper from possibly 40 yards from his goal. And because of the bounce that the ball had from the poor pitch, he just put it top corner. Unbelievable finish. None of our players could score a goal like that. let alone an own goal like that. Like, none. Crazy. I mean, really lucky, obviously, and you know, shit happens. It doesn't matter. It's the preseason game, but still hilarious. Then in the 87th minute, Michy Batshuayi actually did score. He actually did make it 2-2, but was wrongly ruled offside. Yes, Moses was offside and kind of tried to go for the ball, but he didn't actually get there, and he was like not in sight of the keeper, so he was like on the other side of Michy Batshuayi with the ball and the keeper. So I don't really know how he interfered with it. But yeah, it was just not offside. Should have stood that goal, really. In the 89th minute, we had another whole lot of substitutions. Still don't really know why we made them so late. Like, no point. But Cahill, Moses, Fabregas, Azpilicueta, and Batshuayi, and N'Golo Kante came off for Che Clark-Salter. Cuevas, who got sort of called up to the squad after Kennedy got sent home after he was being stupid and done stupid stuff on social media. If you don't know, what I'm talking about, just, look it up. Not the time right here to talk about that. He came on, Basalic came on, Tomori came on, so did Loic Remy and Scott. Quite funny how Lewis Baker didn't come on. He came on, he played, he featured in both games against Arsenal and Bayern. Don't know why he didn't come on today. Maybe he's picked up a small niggle, I don't know. But I found that a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, that's it from the game. Like, Morata on the left wing just doesn't work. The fuck, Antonio Conte, what are you doing? Like, play your 3-5-2 if you want to play Morata and Michy Batshuayi, but like, the way we did it today was absolutely useless. He was completely wasted out there. He was, whenever he did anything, he had to come central. Marcos Alonso isn't exactly Hazard, or as a wingback even Marcos, Alexandro. He just can't do everything, when there's no real left winger and Morata just cuts inside, just didn't do anything. Like, he was completely wasted out there. We're just missing Hazard and Pedro. Obviously, Pedro out with his face fractures. Hopefully he's back soon, because we need him. And obviously Hazard, I don't know when he'll be back, but we need him desperately. And another thing that was clear to see, it was against Bayern, but I thought maybe they were just really tired. I still think they were tired against Bayern. Not sure if they were today. Didn't look as much like that as it did against Bayern. But Kante and Fabregas, they still don't work against the top quality midfield opposition. They just don't. Like, it just doesn't work like that. So, please, Conte, I don't know why Matic didn't travel to pre-season. Please keep him, because Bakayoko is injured. Fuck knows when he's going to be back. And, he didn't do pre-season, so it'll take probably another month until he's actually fully match fit once he starts training. So, please just keep Matic. We can't play Tottenham away with Matic. With Fabregas and Kante as the two midfielders. It just doesn't work. Like, Fabregas is incredible going forward. He was incredible against Arsenal in the first pre-season game. Kante is good, very good defensively, although he didn't look very good the last two games, if I'm going to be honest. But just, like, you need a bit more in there. Like, you just need a bit more. I'm sorry. And a player who was just absolutely dreadful. Not that everyone was dreadful, but he was particularly dreadful, I thought. Willian, like, he did absolutely nothing. He played for how long? 65 minutes. And he did nothing good. Like, once he had the opportunity to shoot, instead he turned around and misplaced the pass to a teammate. That chance gone, isn't it? And he just did nothing worth doing. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do. Seriously, Morata on the left wing, although he had the ball so much less than Willian did more productive things than Willian. Like, it was dreadful. Michy Batshuayi, he tried. He had another chance that he really should have taken, I felt like. Obviously scored the goal, which was wrongly ruled offside. He really tried, he works his arse off. He really tries to sort of get his, place in the team. And I don't know, is he working? He started striker. Morata didn't even, like, move into the striker position for a little while in the game. Maybe he's kind of convinced Conte to play more, a lot more. I don't know. But he tried. Not his greatest game, but at least he tried. And for some players, it didn't look like they properly tried, or they were just too bad to even try today. I don't know. But yeah, no one else I found particularly great. Everyone else was just poor. Not as bad as William, possibly, but just poor. But yeah, I mean, dreadful. We have a lot of work to do, Tomorrow, in a week, next Sunday, we're playing Arsenal in Community Shield. We better be better then than we were today, because that was dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I didn't enjoy that. Yes, you could say if the penalty isn't given, which wasn't a penalty, and our, goal stands, in theory, it's 2-1 to us, but, you can't count that on goal. Like, it's just too stupid to count. So yes, maybe we could have drawn, but, it is what it is. And, we only actually started to play a little bit better, and when Michy scored, when Inter made a whole lot of substitutions, we waited a lot longer to make our, lot of substitutions, to bring a lot of young players on. The only positive really to take from that is that more and more players seem to be fit enough to play the full 90, or at least close to it. So that's a good thing, I suppose. I mean, for the whole of the season. But if the footballing quality right now, or in the last 2 games anyway, isn't there, we're going to struggle. I'm not, going to, say it's all terrible. We're going to do so badly. We can't say that. Obviously, we're not at training. We don't know how Conte drills them. We don't know, what his plans are and where he thinks the team will be by next Sunday. And obviously, when we play Burnley in the first league game, well, 2 weeks from today. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But last 2 games really didn't look good. But yeah, that's it from me. Leave me all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did anyone impress you? Charlie Musonda, he was good actually. He was good when he came on. But, if everyone else isn't particularly great, what can he do? But he looked good, to be fair. But yeah, anyone else that impressed you? I couldn't think of anyone. Leave it down in the comments if anyone did. Leave it also down in the comments if, you want to criticize players individually. Because, like I said, I didn't think anyone was particularly great today. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Massively do appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Up to Chelsea. And I'll see you next time.